Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I wanted to make a top 10 video for you guys, and this one is covering the Diamond Casino Heist, and these are some things that you guys might already know, and some of them you might not know. These are some things that I found interesting when I was playing for the DLC, and some of them I actually didn't discover until a few days after playing it. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get started. So starting off at number 10 is we have used the garage door. Now this one might seem kind of obvious, but I played the whole day and I actually did not even realize that you could enter through the garage door. And the reason that I'm saying this is so important is because chances are when you're going in the arcade business like me, 9 times out of 10, you're not going in here for the arcade games or even to get the money from your safe. You're going in to get the next part of your heist ready or to check up on your heist. And you gotta go through the whole arcade business, you gotta go into your office here, you gotta put in the coin, wait till the Madame Nazar machine moves over, then you go down in the basement. But actually, on the side, you could just enter right through the garage door, and you'll be there, right in the heist room. You don't gotta go through all that stuff on the main floor. Next at number 9, we have the arcade business and management. Now, when the arcade business first came out, a lot of people were asking me, how much does the arcade business make? Are there missions involving it? Now, the answer to the first question, there don't really appear to be any kind of missions involving the arcade. There don't appear to be any kind of outside activities, like nightclub popularity missions. Wendy is a contact in your phone, but I don't understand the purpose of that. She could possibly call you for some kind of hidden mission that we might not have gotten yet, but as far as I've seen, there don't appear to be any kind of missions involving the arcade business. Now, how much does the arcade business actually make? If you buy pretty much most of the machines in the arcade business, the max payout that you can make is $5,000 every in-game day, so $5,000 every 48 minutes. The max that your safe can hold is $50,000. Now, some people might say that this is pretty bad, and you could argue that, but the purpose of the arcade business is for the heist, but I personally think it's better than nightclub popularity income. And the reason I feel that way is even though nightclub popularity income could go up to $10,000 per 48 minutes versus $5,000 here you don't have to do any kind of popularity missions. It will always be generating $5,000 every 48 minutes. And on top of that, in your interaction menu, there's a new arcade management option, and you can restrict your arcade to private so that other people can't come in here. And you can also change around the placement of the machines. You can choose where to put certain machines. This adds more detail and variety to each person's arcade business other than the interior customization. At number 8, we have the new drone station. Now, this is something you can purchase in your arcade business, and this drone station, it is technically the exact same thing as a terabyte drone, but there is one big difference with that, and that is that this thing has pretty much infinite range. You can take this drone all the way across the map when you use it from your arcade business. However, though, there's also an additional drone. You can now spawn a drone at any time through the interaction menu. You need to own the drone station to do so. But you just go into your interaction menu, right where you would spawn your RC Bandito, you will now see a drone option. It does have a 5-minute cooldown each time you use it, but the drone that you spawn on foot, that drone does have a limited range. But also be aware that when you are using this drone on foot, you can also be killed by other players or you can be killed by NPCs. So while this drone might be useful in some situations, just also keep an eye on your surroundings. Make sure you spawn the drone in a place that you can't really easily be killed and found in. At number 7, we have the Master Control Terminal. Now, a lot of people were asking me, is this worth it? Definitely, especially if you're a grinder and you own all the businesses like myself, this is going to be extremely useful. What I love about the Master Control Terminal is that we can check the status on our businesses, we can check exactly how much they have produced, we can also buy supplies for them. I buy supplies for my bunker and I buy supplies for my MC businesses. I don't have to go to them anymore. Just be careful though, because sometimes I noticed that the stock isn't always correct on what it has displayed. To better check it, you would just click on the business and then it would tell you the exact stock and supply level there. But other than that, great for buying supplies. As for selling businesses, you can also sell businesses from here, but I wouldn't recommend selling businesses from here because you gotta go all the way back to your business to get that delivery vehicle. It's not gonna spawn outside your arcade. The only business I'll personally sell from here is the nightclub because my nightclub is literally right down the street from my arcade business. I don't even have to ever enter the nightclub again. I can just do popularity missions from here. I can do my heist preps, and when I do my heist preps and I enter, I can just check up on all my businesses, buy supplies, fill them up again. Very useful. As for crates, I wouldn't really recommend doing crates with this thing. It's better to use the terabyte because with this thing you would have to go inside each time to buy crates. Just use a terabyte for that, but buying supplies and checking up on your business, take advantage of this thing, it's definitely worth getting. Moving on to number 6, we have Getaway car customization, as well as pay for preps and prep info. Now, for the Getaway cars, you can actually customize them. The customization isn't that great, it's automatic, but you just basically need to go into both Getaway cars, you go inside them, and you upgrade each one, $50,000 for both of them. It upgrades the armor and the speed on them. As for the preps, there are a few preps that you can actually pay for. They appear to all be optional preps. They are not the preps that, you have to do, but it's not even for all optional preps. But me personally, even though you can pay for them, I don't think it's worth it because a lot of the prep missions are pretty easy. $70,000 for one prep mission? That's not worth it, especially when you take into account the take at the end of the heist. But what I did find useful is that if you want to decide on which optional prep you want to do, if you actually press triangle on the PS4 or Y on the Xbox, it'll actually tell you info, and it'll tell you about what that prep mission is for, what you are going to be using it for, and how it's going to help you. So if you don't know what each prep mission is going to give you, you can actually check out the info page right here on this board. At number 5, we have the Hidden Cash Room, and this is one of my personal favorites. This is what I love about this heist, is that it's just so detailed, and this is one of the things that you can find. Now, this is the floor right before you go down to the basement, right before the vault, so it's the floor right above the vault, and you go into this control room, you hold down the button, and it opens up this door, and this money in here is today's cash, so it's today's cash room, and it's between $40,000 to $60,000. I notice it changes each time, and you can get this before you go down to the vault, and you can get it after you hit the vault. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't trip the alarm, so if you're doing it stealth, you can go in here, grab this money. It's a good extra amount of money. You can also drill the safety deposit boxes downstairs when you're in the vault, but you need to drill prep to do that. But other than that, this is a great new addition, hidden room where you can get some extra money. I just love this attention to detail in this heist. Next at number 4, we have heist practice equipment. Now this is very, very important. Do not buy the heist practice equipment. If you're going to purchase one, only purchase the hacking one. The hacking one is actually worth it. The door security one, that one costs $425,000 because that will actually help you practice some of the hacking minigames. Some of the hacking minigames, they can be pretty challenging. The fingerprint one, it's not as challenging as the keypad one. The keypad one can get really difficult. So if you buy the hacking one, that one's actually worth it. You can practice with it. But the model, even though it is $130,000, is a waste. And what the model basically does is it shows you where the access points are. It's not worth it. And the vault, that is an even bigger waste of money. You can practice drilling with the vault, but the drilling is just so easy. It's pretty much the exact same thing as the Fleeca job. Instead, just practice the Fleeca job, because when you do the Fleeca job, you actually get paid. Do not spend $900,000 on this vault. Spend it only on the hacking equipment. Avoid the model. And if you're wondering about the access points, this brings me to my next point at number 3. I have a guide that I made on all the access points and the points of interest. When you find these access points and these points of interest, you don't gotta do it a second time. And what they basically do for you is they map out locations. On a lot of the heists, you can choose your entry and you can also choose your exit. And that is what the access points are for. The points of interest are things like, the security cameras, the guards. They're also useful, but the access points, that's really important, especially where you're deciding on entering the casino. If you want to know where all 6 access points are and the points of interest, I have a video down below. Save yourself some money. Do not waste money on the model. Instead, check out my video. It'll be at the end of this video. Next at number 2, we have Hidden Heist crew members and also the Navy Revolver. Now, let's start off with the Hidden Heist crew members. There's 2 Hidden Heist crew members, and that is Avi Schwartzman as a hacker. You guys remember him from Pacific Standard. And then you have the gunman, Patrick McCreary, or Packy McCreary, from GTA 4 and also from GTA 5's single-player heist. Now, as for Packy McCreary, to find Packy McCreary, it's actually a random event. And you'll see this blue dot on your map. I was doing a live stream when I actually found him, and the best way to find him, in my opinion, because he's randomly going to spawn around the city, is go into an invite-only lobby and just do prep missions. That's pretty much it. And as you explore, the city, you will see this blue dot eventually. Go up to it, hijack the driver, you unlock Packy. When you take him to his destination, he's a good gunman. As for Avi Schwartzman, you have to destroy 50 signal jammers. 50 signal jammers that are around the map. When you destroy the first signal jammer, you get this notification message from Lester telling you that Avi will be available when you destroy all the jammers. GTA Men has made a pretty good guide on this and showed a really good guide on the locations. I'll link his video down below. Check his video out. And then we also have the Navy Revolver. Now, the Navy Revolver is a new gun added to GT Online. This has also been added to Red Dead Online. And to find a Navy Revolver, you need to do 5 clues. 5 clues, and when you find these 5 clues, they're related to the Los Santos slasher, or I should say the San Andreas slasher. When you find all 5 clues, he will actually spawn and try to kill you. You get $50,000 for killing him. GTA Men has also made a very useful guide on this. I will link his video down below. He has some pretty good guides in the Signal Jammer and also on the clues for how to get the Navy Revolver. Check him out, guys. He's also a pretty good channel. And number one is higher paying, higher difficulty heist finale. Now, you can actually unlock a heist finale. It's the same thing as the heist finale that you already played, but it's harder. And to unlock the harder finale, basically what you have to do is you have to complete a certain approach. For me, for example, I completed the con approach. I completed that, and then what I did right after that is I did the aggressive approach. And I was actually able to do the con approach shortly after. I was able to do a second time. Not right away, you can't do it right away after completing it, but after some time I was able to do it again. And you actually see this post-it right here. It has this red skull symbol. That indicates that the heist will be harder. But even though the heist will be harder, you know, enemies will take more damage. That's probably one of their things. They are probably more accurate. The mission is more challenging. It is more challenging, and you only have 1 life. You do get more rewards. You take a look at this board right here. One of my friends, he needed help finishing his finale, and he actually had it on the hard stealth heist. And you can take a look at the rewards there. The rewards are actually higher than normal pay on it. So if you want to get the max payout that you possibly can get on this heist, you would have to do the heist finale 1 time, wait a little bit, do that exact same approach, see that red skull there, do it again, and you will get paid more. I hope that this guide has helped people out. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, and if you're new to my channel, enjoy my content, subscribe. I will still be uploading 2 more videos on these heists. I will be doing the aggressive approach, and I will also be doing the stealth approach, and I'll be doing a guide how I personally complete them. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone.